What's up, everybody? We back. R2C2 in person, bro. We found the studio.
We did, man. I like this studio too. This
nice.
is nice. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of got a it's got a cool vibe to it.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, it's been a while since we were in an actual studio.
I know.
Because if you think about it, we've only done a few in-person pods since the pandemic.
Yeah.
We
I
did.
feel like the last person we had in was like Sue, maybe, huh?
Maybe at the
the one downtown.
Studios downtown that we used to use with Uninterrupted.
Yeah.
I think you're right. Which actually, that's a good segue just to let the audience know. This will be our final pod in our relationship with The Ringer. I want to thank everybody there who's been there for us through the 2 years, and Bobby Wagner, our producer, who was just a wonderful welcome addition via The Ringer, who we absolutely love, and let our audience know nothing changes for our audience. So nothing as a consumer changes for you. Same RSS feed moving forward. Same Thursday scheduled date with bonus episodes as well. Same YouTube page. So make sure you're subscribed to that. We're just going to keep on trucking. It's just you're not going to see The Ringer on our logo anymore, or Spotify. But you'll still be able to get the pod in the same place. And we just want to say thanks for the support from The Ringer over the last 2 years. And when there's a new landing spot, we'll let you guys know. But see, there's various different things we want to dive into today, but we both felt it was only appropriate to start with the tragedy that happened in Texas yesterday.
Yeah, man, it's crazy times right now. I mean, the tragedy that happened in Texas yesterday. What happened in Buffalo a few days ago. It's just a sad time. Like, it's crazy. Like, I don't know how to feel. I don't know. I mean, obviously sadness and anger and all these different things, but like, it's just it's weird because it's like no solution. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the shits keep happening. There's no way we can get numb to this. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to make sure that we don't, like I said, just get numb to this. Or like Steve Kerr said, and he said so well, get numb to this. But man, it's crazy what you have to think about sending your kids to school. I mean, you got a little one now, and in a couple of years she'll be off to school, and that's not one thing that you need to be worried about is her getting shot at the school.
Yeah, like think about when you say that, it's like
crazy.
Yeah,
it's
crazy,
crazy to fucking think about that we're living in that time. So it's a completely fucking sad day, and I don't want to sit here and elaborate on it. I don't know what the solution is. I don't know what we can do. But just keep the thoughts and prayers of those families and those children in our hearts.
Yeah, and I think what you said right is not get numb to it. I mean, when I heard the news yesterday, I was at the stadium. It was hard for me to do. I was like right before I was going to do my pregame report. It was hard to do it. I was crying a lot, and so I saw Michael Kay when he finally brought it up on air. Same thing happened to him. I mean, obviously, any of us who are human are going to feel that, but especially if you're a parent. I mean, and now I am. I just I can't imagine. I can't even talk about it now. I'll get emotional as well. Like sending your kids to school and not seeing them again. It's like it's unthinkable. So I don't know what the solutions are either. But like to think that nothing should change, I don't understand how anybody could be emboldened by everything is okay. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can't sit here and say, like, this is definitively going to change things. I do agree with everything Steve Kerr said. No problem putting my name on that.
Mm-hmm.
Everything he said, I totally agree with. And the crazy thing is the vast majority of us in this country agree with what Steve Kerr said.
1,000%.
That is not a partisan thing.
Yeah.
That is a few select people in power who get paid by a certain group thing. That's what that is. All of us, the vast majority of us, regardless of your political affiliation, want certain things to happen, very specific things to happen. We're not talking about total bans. We're talking about, a different level of checks. And it's just like, but regardless, just for anybody to feel like this is okay, I don't understand it. Especially when you look at other countries and it just doesn't happen there.
It doesn't happen anywhere else.
And it's not like they're not dealing with the same level of mental health. Yeah,
yes,
like exactly. And that doesn't mean that the mental health aspect doesn't need to be addressed too, right? Like, because that is real. But to think that it's just that and that's it, no, I'm sorry, it's not. It's not just that. And so I just afterwards, I thought Steve Kerr was right. Like, it's important not to just make it something you're scrolling past on the news. Like, oh, another one. Like, no, that shouldn't be the reality for anybody here or anywhere. So I agree. See, I don't know what all the solutions are, but I know that like all of us need to keep it more front of mind and not become numb to it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It is ridiculous. So just wanted to start with our thoughts on that, and obviously sending the deepest prayers, which I'm sure are of no consolation whatsoever to those distraught families who our hearts just break for. There's no easy way to segue to anything sports related when you're talking about something like that. But let's segue to something that was sort of emotional but also beautiful at Yankee Stadium on Tuesday night with Jose Trevino.
Mm-hmm.
And I interviewed him on the field after the game, and he was emotional. And it's funny because I looked at him, I was like, I just saw his eyes, and I was like, I think he's crying, but I didn't know for sure. And then once I asked my first question, I realized it was. And the first thing he started with is somebody who's from Texas. He shared his thoughts and his prayers and love for the people affected by this tragedy. But then he also said, he was like, there's another reason behind these tears, and I'll explain later. And he explained in the clubhouse. And this, I just thought it was, one of those moments where it's spine tingling listening, where Jose Trevino, in case you don't know the story, he's had 2 career walk-offs now. One was on Father's Day, his first, I think it was his first big league game.
I think it was his first game.
Yeah, his debut. And the other was yesterday, which was his father's birthday. His father passed away in 2013, and his father was a diehard Yankee fan and used to play out for him the moment in the bottom of the 9th at Yankee Stadium, walk-off hit. And you could see him run into second base afterwards yelling, Poppy, yeah. I mean, again, it just it was so beautiful hearing him express that, see. It was just such a touching moment.
Yeah, it's a cool moment, especially when you lose a parent, the day that, their birthday or Father's Day or Mother's Day is always a big thing for you. So for him to be able to hit a walk-off on his dad's birthday is super cool, and be able to relive that moment. That's awesome, man. That's what the game is about. And, those are, that's how kids grow up loving the game. You grew up playing with your dad. I grew up playing with my dad and those different things. And to be able to live that out on the biggest stage and the big moment is awesome.
Yeah, man. It's true. I was actually thinking about that, playing with my dad and in the backyard going through situations, and then you're actually doing it, and you're like, I mean, I think about you with your father always telling you were going to be a Yankee.
Play for the Yankee, yeah, same.
Right?
Yeah.
It's just, it's amazing. And I also think, I wanted to ask you, Trevino has this soul to him, which you can feel. I mean, how important is it to have guys like that in the clubhouse?
Yeah, I mean, it's huge just to have just genuinely good people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And for me, I didn't really realize how big of a difference it makes to have good people. But when I was with the Indians, they would rather lose with 25 good guys and then win a World Series with 25 assholes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I would always be like, well, why do we need so many nice guys? You know what I'm saying?
Give me some talent in here.
But I understand it. You know what I'm saying? You need those guys. That's the glue to your team. Those stories, those type of guys come in happy every day. I was in the clubhouse a couple of days ago. He came in and gave me a big hug and is just excited. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you need those genuine. It was Swisher for us in 2009. You know what I'm saying? You need those type of people to glue your squad together.
It's interesting because I think sometimes people, and this is the world of nuance, which nobody ever wants to tread into in our, reaction entertainment culture, but people will look at the chemistry aspect that you're talking about, and they'll say, well, it doesn't matter if you don't have talent, if you don't have good players. Well, yeah, of course. You're not going to win a World Series
without
if your team,
players.
if you don't have good players. But you know what? You also probably aren't going to win if you have a bunch of good players and they're all assholes.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not trying to be funny, but that's what the Yankees had in the early 2000s.
Oh, think about Randy Johnson,
they
Kevin
really
Brown.
Good teams with a bunch of assholes.
Yeah, right,
you
exactly.
know what I'm saying?
Hey,
and that's why they didn't win. They just slapped talent together.
Yeah.
And I think by the time that we came around in 2009, I think Cash was like, let me figure out, like, let me get the talented guy that can, like, actually help my fucking clubhouse.
Yes.
And I think that's what he started to look for.
I remember very vividly when he was recruiting you, and at that time I didn't have a relationship to have any inside knowledge, but just like reading about it, and Cashman talking about CC Sabathia is a crucial part to our team, and talking about it like you were already there before he had even had you, but he talked about like needing you to kind of bridge the gap, to bring people together in the room. He talked about the importance of that.
And he told me that, and that scared me to death at the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's like a big responsibility. That's bigger responsibility than like actually going out and pitching well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So everything that goes in the clubhouse now is my responsibility.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's bigger than just taking care of your 7 innings.
That's bigger than just going out and pitching. But I didn't realize all of that shit came natural to me anyway. I'm nosy. I'm going to be in everybody's business and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm going to try to find solutions and figure out how everybody can get along. So I didn't know that actually came natural to me. You know what I'm saying? I thought that I was going to have to, like, insert myself in that role, and I didn't. I mean, even with all the guys that were here and all the stars, it just kind of came naturally.
Yeah, that is really interesting. See, so you can, like, when Cashman sat down with you, that was part of his conversation.
That was the main part. That was the main part of the conversation. It wasn't about, he had nothing to say about pitching. Yeah, nothing to say about innings, any of that stuff. It was all about the club, and that was all I was talking to him about. Yeah, was the clubhouse, because I had heard so much about. Yeah, you know how bad it was there.
Yeah, Jeter, A-Rod,
whatever,
talk. Yeah,
all of the shit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, that's all you ever hear. Yeah. So yeah, I mean that was our main talk. For the three meetings that we had.
I'm glad you didn't have to deal with Randy Johnson or Kevin Brown there. I'm just saying. I'm just glad you didn't have to deal with those guys.
It was different times.
One of the more astonishing moments of my baseball life, because I was that way. I always felt like I was a unifier in the clubhouse, like a leader, a glue person. We didn't have a clubhouse. I only made it to dugout. I only made it to dugout.
What clubhouse?
Just the dugout. I only made it to the dugout. But like that was. I took pride in that role, but one of the more shocking things I've ever experienced was when I was in high school, my junior year, the two best players on my team admitted to me that they rooted against each other because they wanted to have better stats than the other one. And I remember...
Oh, that's trash.
Trash. And I remember when I heard that, it was the second I knew, and that team had a ton of talent.
No fucking chance of winning.
No chance. I knew we had no chance of winning.
Man,
when I heard that, I was just
crazy
blown away.
So those neither one of those players are really good. Because if you're really, really good, you don't give a fuck about what this guy's gonna do because you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna do my thing. Yeah.
Me and my best friend Dave Bernstein were the two best players on the team our whole lives. Yeah, and I never even once thought about, you know what I'm saying? Like either what he was doing or no, like I need you to play well. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want this shit to be all my fault.
No.
So I always, and that, I don't know, I always wanted to be like a part of, like I always envied what Oakland had in Zito, Hudson, and Mulder. Like I wanted to be a part of like a tree. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I don't want it to be like every time I go out there I have to fucking win. Yeah. Like I need somebody behind me that can help me. Like So I think that's just a part of who you are. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like more so than anything. I think, just people that like to be a part of a team.
Right, exactly. I love that. That's the thing I miss most about not playing sports, honestly, is that feeling of being a part of a team. There's something very special about that. Like, I get it in spurts of work, you know, where, like, when you're with the same crew all the time, like, I kind of have it with my women's college crew and WNBA crew with, like, Rebecca Lobo and Holly Rowe and Andrea Carter, and then my Nets on Yes, because we've been together for so long as well. But it's special being a part of a team.
It is, but I don't miss being a part of a team.
You
at
don't?
all. Like not even a little bit.
I feel like you just contradicted yourself in 30 seconds there.
No. I just because I did it for so long.
And now you're on your own.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like
you were Destiny's Child and now you're Beyonce.
I don't miss worrying about if Gardy's gonna piss off this person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you. Controlling the dynamics.
Yeah, I didn't like that shit got to be old for me because I was so much in control of what happened.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, I was like, this is like great. I don't have to call nobody.
Yeah.
I don't need to hit nobody in the offseason. I don't need to do nothing. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I call people on my own time.
Yeah.
Like, and do whatever the fuck I want to do. So I think because I played for so long that it's the same thing with competition.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really like competition anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I saw that on the golf course when I tried to keep score.
But then when it comes out, like at Central Park, I turn into an asshole. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll fucking fight the other team. Like, go ask Matt Siegel and fucking Mike Lunetta. Like, I get pissed off. So, like, I don't want to live that life no more because it's not me no more.
It's one way or another for you. It's like you're either letting it go.
I'm either going balls to the wall or I'm fucking chilling.
Yeah, that's so interesting.
There's no in between.
I know what you mean, though. Like, I get it. Like, if the competitive switch is flipped for me.
It's only on or off.
Yeah.
There's no fucking halfway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to fucking win or we shouldn't be playing.
On the golf course, that switch will get flipped for me, like, mid-round sometimes because I will go in with the right approach of like, hey, Ryan, you never play. Your handicap's 28. Just have fun today.
Yeah.
You're playing in a match where you could just kind of help out anyway, but your other teammate's going to carry you anyway. And then, like, I get off to a good start. I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm kind of playing bogey golf right now. I'm through 7 holes. I'm locked in. Then all of a sudden, shank, bang with the club, throw it somewhere. Because now I have expectations. Now I'm being competitive.
Yo, yesterday I went with Mo had his golf tournament in New Rochelle.
Did you give Andy a hug for me?
I did. I saw him. We went to breakfast yesterday. It was fun, actually.
Nice.
But I went in because I had just won Jeter shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I won that Jeter's thing. I won.
Nice.
I won the fucking close to all that. Whatever.
Yeah.
I won a bunch of shit that weekend. So I was going into most thing like, I'm going to win this thing today. And I played like absolute fucking dog shit.
Did you really?
Like it was like the first time I ever played golf in my life.
Oh my god!
I couldn't even get out of it until like 7 holes in. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't even help us. Like because I was just so like I'm gonna win. Like what the fuck are you talking about? You never play. Like you're not good enough to like show up to a golf course and say you're gonna win a tournament.
But that's what the sport does to you. It does.
So dumb.
It makes you feel absolutely incompetent and then as competent as can be.
Oh my
I can't think of a sport where you can vacillate like
range,
that. Yeah, exactly.
By the end of it, I was like, oh, I'm back. Like,
exactly.
I drove home like, oh, I'm back. Like, I'm good.
now you're ready to. What's the goal?
The first 7 holes, I was fucking falling apart. My goal is to get down to like 10 or 12.
Handicap?
Yeah. This summer.
You've broken 90, right?
Yeah, I've shot in the 80s.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
okay, so
90,
is there a new goal? Is there like break 80, or we think that's still a year or two off?
Oh, that's way off.
Okay,
I got a long time for that.
Yeah,
I got to work on my putting.
Okay, yeah, you lose a lot of strokes there if you
big time.
Don't know.
I'm like three putt every.
But it's like it's not the most glamorous thing to go into a putting green and just.
No, fuck that.
Yeah.
That's what next time that. I may go from here. To be honest.
Nice.
I may go from here.
You should.
Straight to fucking like chipping and putting.
Yeah.
That's all I need to do until Tahoe.
You know what? You just brought up something interesting, and I'm not sure. We're pretty transparent on this podcast, but there's still some things we have to keep guarded. But so I'm going to ask this, and you may say no. But I'm wondering if there's something you talked about, like how the weight of like having to, keep the clubhouse together.
Mm-hmm.
And you're also managing. That's not like a small group, right? That's 25 egos and everything.
And it's the Yankees. So
right.
It's like the motherfuckers making a lot of money.
Yeah, right. There's a lot to it. And you said sometimes you have to hit someone in the off season. Can you remember a story that is something shareable where you had to you have to talk to someone or like mend a fence or like call in the off season or a conversation you had to have where you're like, I'm dreading this, but I know I need to do it, or
Nah, not really. I mean, I guess it kind of would have been. I mean, all that stuff with that offseason that AJ left. You know what I'm saying? Like they were trying to find a pitching coach and if they were going to trade him.
Yeah.
Just all of that stuff probably would have been the hardest time.
Yeah. Just trying to balance all the
all
everybody's personalities.
The other stuff is just like. Because I live here, so it's like, hey, this player's signing. When you come down to the person, you know what I'm saying? Like little stuff like that, or can you call and recruit this guy, or can you do that? But I guess it would have been that offseason, AJ, because me and AJ were really close.
Yeah.
Our families are still cool, and that was a tough time.
Yeah. No,
and I was pissed off too because I felt like they brought Larry in. Me and Larry, obviously our relationship is great now. But I felt like they just only brought Larry in to fix AJ. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, so what about the rest of us? You know what I'm saying? So, it was a little bit of tension there.
Yeah, no, that makes total sense. See, it's also interesting, man. The Yankees, we talked about it last pod. They've gotten off to this historically great start, but you also just know that, like, Boone has talked about this last couple of days, like, the adversity is coming for you. You always know it. Like, it's coming for you. Man, they just got hit with an avalanche of injuries, like illness. I feel so bad for
losing
Jack
Greeny
Green.
is going to be tough.
I know. We're on the same sleep schedule for our young daughters, me and Greeny.
Really?
Yeah. We were bonding over it.
He's such a great
Taking
human.
care of babies.
You talk about a great human being. Chad Green is like salt of the earth. He's one of the nicest, awesomest people I've ever been around.
Dude,
he's a TV guy. You talk to him about shows?
No, we talk about. He watches other sports all the time, and he's a big hoops fan. So
he's a big show guy. Cuz.
Really?
Big show guy.
I got to talk to him about that today because we talk a lot.
No, he's a show guy. Cuz go up to him and just start talking to him about shows.
Today I'll talk to him about that because he's been in the clubhouse.
I'll randomly text Chad Green in the middle of December like, hey, check out this show. And he'll be like, he'll either say, hey, I already watched it, or I need something to watch. So I love Greeny.
He is a phenomenal dude. I feel bad for him, too, because it's right before his free agency.
Yeah.
You know, like, I mean, I know he'll be okay.
Let me shut up.
Yeah, but it's one of the difficulties of where I feel for relievers because relievers are – I mean, I think about Dellin as well.
But that's why you got to take whatever they offer you, man. When they offer you a long-term contract, I don't care what it's for or what you think you're worth. You better sign that deal, man, especially as a reliever.
Yeah, because I mean the relievers who get multiple big deals like a Chapman or a Mo
or Joe Kelly.
Yeah, those are like outliers. You know, I mean the much more common scenario is like I'm really good for a period of time and then I'm hurt or I'm not. And
because the period of time that you're really good, they're gonna overuse you.
Yeah, of course they are. It's a tale as old as time. Look at any baseball franchise; it happens over and over and over again.
And that's why I thought, like in the CBA, it should have been more of a pay scale for those young relievers that get abused.
Yeah.
Than for the guy that's gonna win the Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that does make sense.
Like that pot in the CBA should have been more for thinking about those guys.
Yeah.
That kind of get screwed. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
That are really great early in their career.
Yeah.
And they get overused.
I 100% get it. So best wishes to Chad. We were actually joking about the transition from 3 naps to 2 with our daughter. Let me tell you something. I love the 2-nap schedule now. Evie is crushing the 2-nap schedule.
Is what she only take 2 naps a day?
Yeah. So we both run the same sleep program, which is all about like wake windows. So it's like the baby can only be awake for so long before they, are overtired and whatever. So you like kind of schedule the naps around like, okay, they can be awake for this long and then they have to go down, right? But like fitting in that 3rd nap started to get very difficult. So then all of a sudden the bedtime's later because we had to get in a 3rd nap because she couldn't make it to the bedtime, but she also like, can't sleep too long. We're really diving into it. So anyway, he's like, I'm scared about the transition. I was like, trust me, man. The first week is rough, but once you get the 2 naps down, it's amazing because I get like 2 hour-plus periods of time, like hour and 20, hour and 30, where like I know, okay, she's down, she's and then she's going to bed at 7.
Oh, nice.
So then Andrea and I also
what time
have
she's up?
She's up at 6.
Oh,
she's up at 6. The only time I mind it is like when I'm working games like this week, which I guess is a lot, but like if I'm working home events. That was a cool sound.
Right.
It sounded like a guitar.
Yeah.
You just did that. That was really cool. But like when I'm working events, then I'm like, waking up at 6 is tough. But otherwise, I kind of like starting the day early like that. Yeah. And I like our special time in the morning together, and then I like knowing like, damn, it's like I'm putting her down at like 8:45, and I've already like had a full day.
Done.
And I'm ready. It's like attacking the day early. What are you doing on retirement? Are you waking up early? Or are you waking up late?
Oh, I wake up early, bro. I got kids up. Saya and Jaden have to be at school at 7:50. So I usually get up at like 7, wake Carter up, and then I take them to school, go get Carter his Dunkin' Donuts, circle back around, pick him up, and drop him off.
I love a morning dad routine.
Oh man,
morning dad routine is great.
Yeah, it's like clockwork. No matter what, like that's what I do every morning. I'm up at 7:00, 7:15 coffee, 7:30 in the car, Dunkin' Donuts, back around, pick up Carter.
That's beautiful, man.
It's a
What's
nice
Carter's
little loop.
order from Dunkin' Donuts?
This little fat motherfucker, bro. 3 bacon wake-up wraps. He had 3 bacon wake-up wraps, 10 chocolate glazed munchkins, and a Nestle Quick bottle of chocolate milk.
Every day?
Every morning, cuz.
No, man.
It's like clockwork. I have to put that in my phone. I have to order in my phone at Dunkin' Donuts. That's what he eats every morning, cuz.
Oh, my gosh. That's hilarious. God bless Carter.
Oh, my. He's one of a kind,
Hey,
cuz.
speaking of Carter, is Carter and are you ready for Obi-Wan on Friday?
Oh, man. It's me and Jaden.
Jaden's into it.
Jaden.
I didn't know Jaden was a Star Wars fan.
No, Jaden's a Star Wars girl.
Oh, that's awesome. That's what I want for Evie.
So, yeah, she's excited.
Actually, today I sent you and Amber the pictures. Evie's wearing the Star Wars denim jacket that you guys got her.
I was looking out the house.
Yeah, it's so cute. She had on her little Princess Leia pants and then the Star Wars jean jacket.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, I mean, I think my cousin D's excited.
Yeah.
My trainer Dave Palladino.
Oh, he's a Star Wars guy, too?
He's a Star Wars guy.
And Obi-Wan's just like...
sick.
Oh, it's the best.
Obi-Wan's sick. But Disney Plus, did you watch Book Night?
Moon
Moon Night.
No, but I heard it was great.
It was all right.
It was all right?
Yeah.
Okay. Because Oscar Isaac was in there,
Yeah.
right? I heard it was really good, but I didn't see you thought it was okay?
It was just okay.
Okay, got you. I didn't see it
But,
yet.
I mean, it's something to watch.
You watched Book of Boba Fett, though, right?
Yeah, I finished it.
Yeah, that I loved. And obviously, Mando is great. I can't wait for this one. Now, will you watch it as it airs? Because you usually wait, but I'm worried for you if you wait with Obi-Wan.
No, I like to wait. So I'll wait.
You're going to wait?
Yeah.
You're going to wait till it's totally done?
Yep. I'll wait until they're like 5 or 6 in.
Okay.
And then I'll watch it all like on a flight to L.A. or if I go to Paris or London or whatever, and I'll be able to watch them all.
Okay, fair enough. See, how about the conference finals? It's weird, right? I mean, the Warriors are clearly a lot better than the Mavs, and, okay, Dallas took a game, but we expect Golden State to do its thing. But the Celtics-Heat series is so strange, and this has been a theme throughout a few different series in these playoffs because some series like this one have gone deep, but the games are not close.
They're blowouts.
I don't know if there's anything to diagnose or if it's just totally random, but, because some problems are just problems without a solution, right, that just happen to be happening, and then some problems have solutions. I don't know which category this falls under.
I think this is just happening.
Random.
I think it's just random. But, I mean, every NBA game, you had those big swings like that where you have, team gets up by 10, 12, sometimes 20 points. But in these conference final games, you don't see that comeback in the third quarter.
Yeah, usually there's a run back.
There's usually a run back in the third quarter, and you haven't been seeing that for whatever reason, whether it's like, fuck it, I'm going to just rest and I know I have another game, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whether it's game 5, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what that is, but I think it's I think it's just happening. I don't think there's any solution to but we're getting deep series, which is fine.
I know, right? Exactly. That's why when people are like trashing it, I'm like, well,
nah, basketball is good,
oh,
and the players that are still in are fun to watch.
It's
so
great.
I mean, I got no complaints from the NBA or the conference finals right now.
Yeah, me either. And if game 5, 6, and 7 happen and are all epic games, then
who cares?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's a totally different story. Like we're 2-2 after 4. That's a great thing.
It's crazy in the East. I don't know who to root for. I love Jason Tatum, but I hate the Celtics. But then I like Jimmy Butler. You know what I'm saying?
And
I like Miami. I like Tyler Hero.
Well, you like
I like
Miami,
Bam.
the city too.
Everybody loves Miami.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So I hate the Celtics. I don't hate Boston.
No.
I don't actually hate Boston.
You the team.
Do I hate Boston?
I don't know. Maybe a little bit.
This.
You're a Yankee.
I don't guess I really hate Boston the city.
Do you?
I don't think so.
No, I don't know. Boston's kind of charming.
I think Boston's kind of cool city.
Yeah, me too.
I just don't like if there was
teams.
if the Red Sox if that was the Kansas if it was Kansas City.
Yeah.
Then I would like Kansas.
I know what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying.
Hey, it's a weird equation you're coming up with, but I get what you're saying.
You get what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's.
If it wasn't the Red Sox hometown,
yes,
I would like that city a lot more.
I totally agree. It's so funny because I have that that was always part of my programming as well. Growing up a diehard New York sports fan, right? And I go to Boston, especially as I've gotten older, and I'm like. This is a lovely place, man. Yeah,
but something just will not let me like anything about it. Like whether it's the Celtics, the Patriots. I did like Tom Brady.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't root for him.
Well, the teams, yeah.
But it's weird, man. I don't know.
You know what's funny is I always felt that with the Red Sox, obviously, and with the Patriots.
Oh, no, you definitely feel that with the Patriots.
Yeah, 100%. But I mean, and with the Celtics, I don't know what it is, if it's because of, like, doing NBA games, so I just have, like, just the way I do them, it's just, like, I have more of, I don't know, like, just more relationships in the game and stuff like that, and a little less, like, fandom.
You like the Celtics, though.
Yeah, Brad Stevens is one of the most
love Brad Stevens.
Yeah, he's one of the most wonderful people to deal with, you know?
He's really, really cool.
So I love Brad. So I've always been super excited and happy for his success. And then I
even love JJ, their equipment manager.
Oh,
JJ
is
the best guy
Yankee
ever.
fan.
Diehard Yankee fan.
The
best guy in sports.
We're going to have to send him this podcast because he's going to be pumped. Yeah,
yes.
So, like, the relationships there, I'm like, and then I like Ime, and I'm happy for him, you know, because here's a guy who should have gotten a chance a long time ago to be a head coach, and he's absolutely killing it.
And then even watch Brad, like, take a step back and then still be killing it in the front office. Like, it's dope to what they've done.
Brilliant. Like,
awesome.
the moves he made and everything, brilliant. Yeah, so I know. I actually kind of like the Celtics. So, and I like the Heat a lot, too, because to me, I just really admire Spoelstra and the organization and what they've built, you know. And Jimmy Butler's
Pat
also
Riley.
like the kind of dude who I'd like want on my team, you know. And Sue's really close with Jimmy and Kyle Lowry and just like swears by them as dudes. I don't really know them.
Kyle
but I trust
Lowry,
her.
good people's guys.
Yeah, that's what everyone says.
I
played
a couple rounds with him in
Did
Tahoe.
you?
He's good.
Yeah, everyone
good
says
dude.
he's a great dude. Great dude. So I kind of look at it, I'm like, just give me 7 games and whoever wins, wins. You know? Like, but I'm curious if either of them are going to be able to give Golden State a series.
I think Miami would give Golden State a series.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Golden State just has so much firepower.
They are so good. Cause
like, if you told me Golden State's going to win the finals in 5, I would not be shocked at all. Not at all. You hop back on board just at the right time.
You see that?
Man.
I can never lose with the NBA, bro.
Yeah, you –
never.
CeCe's got championship hats for like 30 straight seasons.
Man, but this one I might have to buy no new ones.
Yeah, exactly. This one you just go back. Oh. Meanwhile, I got to see if my Nets can put things together in this offseason.
No, they'll be fine. They'll be fine.
Hook you back in for next season, get your title this year, and then bring you back.
We got to get KD to some baseball games this summer, man.
I know. He loves baseball.
We said that last year, but I think we can do it this year.
We should do an R2C2 and et cetera's cross pod as well.
Okay.
Yeah, we should do that. We should see if we could, because he loves baseball, so he can give us some baseball stuff. You know,
we can do some hoop stuff.
We could do some hoop stuff with him. I think that's in the works. We are. We'll have another pod next week. So just so the audience knows, nothing's going to change for you. The feed you're subscribed to now, you're going to have a new episode pop up next week. It just will no longer be associated with the Ringer. But thankfully, we're not going to make you move feeds again. I know we've already done that to you too many times. And so we appreciate you guys hanging with us. You guys know as well, full episodes will be on YouTube as well. So if you go to our YouTube page on R2C2, the full episodes are going to be there as well moving forward right away. So you can check that out. Correct? Yes. All right. Yeah, that's truth. So make sure you're subscribing to that if you want to watch it on YouTube. And thanks to Bill Simmons, everyone at the Ringer for the last 2 years. We appreciate it. And we'll have a new landing spot sometime soon. But in the meantime, the audience, they just get to keep listening.
Yeah, we'll see y'all.
We'll see y'all. That's right. Peace, everybody.
Peace.